Okay, so as most of you probably know, my name is Missy or Miss E, whichever you prefer to call me. I go by either; it doesn't really matter. But what most of you probably don't know is that in real life, when I'm not on YouTube or Instagram, I actually own a costume shop, which is where we are right now. We are sitting in amongst the many costumes that are here, and it's a small independent business. It's just me, literally, it's just me here most of the time. I have some friends that come and help me out from time to time, but it is like a one-woman show most of the time. And that being said, I am here, unfortunately, today for a very serious reason, and I wish I didn't have to make this video. I really wish I didn't. But I do. I'm here today to talk to you about pop-up Halloween stores. And I can't tell you how much they hurt small businesses like mine, all local businesses really in the communities where they pop up, but like especially small independent businesses that are run by small independent business people, and it's really hard for us to make a go of it when these huge multinational corporations pop up with like advertising budgets and spending budgets that I can't even fathom. They pop up for a month, a month and a half every year. They have no accountability to the local community. They give nothing back to the local community. They steal business from those of us that are here year round, and then they disappear. They flutter off into thin air, and that's it. And it sucks. It really sucks for all of us, and I wish it wasn't a thing. I wish it wasn't a thing, but it is. And unfortunately, it's become so much of a thing that people come into my store and they ask me if we're a pop-up store. And that really upsets me when that happens, because that shouldn't be a question. Like, they shouldn't be allowed to exist, but they do, and people ask me. They don't expect this to be here year-round, and that's very upsetting to me. Last year we did this. We made an Instagram post and a Facebook post about this. This was before I had YouTube, of course, and I was amazed. I was amazed at the amount of flack and bad feedback and bad comments that we got about this, just for saying, what, support local, support independent business, support your community. And I couldn't believe the bad things that people were saying when I was just saying, like, support your stores that are here year round. They said I was mad, and I was just angry about like the competition, which isn't true at all. I'm not angry. There's tons of other stores in the city where I live and in all other cities that carry Halloween merchandise, and that's not upsetting to me because they're there all the time. You know what I mean? Like, they have to pay their taxes and their rent and all of those things just like I do, but they're there all the time. And that's fine. That's totally fine. It's specifically the pop-up stores that really irritate me and really hurt local businesses, and that's why we're making this video. So that being said, we have decided to disable comments on this video because, like, I gotta tell you that October is very stressful for me as it is, and I don't have time to sit and fight with the people that I know that are gonna come at me about this video. Like, I don't have time to deal with the comments that we're gonna get, and I don't have time to fight with people that have the big box store mentality, and they defend huge corporations and whatever. Like, I understand that people shop at big box stores from time to time, but like, I'm just saying, when you can shop small, when you can support independent businesses, you really should, because when you support an independent business, you're supporting an actual person like me. An actual person appreciates that you come to their store and you buy their things and you help them grow their business and do what they love. You know what I mean? Like, when you shop at any given big box store, the person who owns it doesn't even know or care that you're there. You know what I mean? Like, they never see your face. All they see is your money, and that's really all that matters to them. And the thing is that a lot of people that say these rude and negative things when I post these videos and these pictures trying to say support local, they can't understand. They have never owned a small business. They've never put their heart and soul into something and watched people carelessly like throw their money like at big corporations and not care that like you're struggling and you're fighting to keep your business alive one more year. And you can't understand that unless you've owned a small business, unless you've been there. Like you really can't understand where I'm coming from. And they just throw these hurtful comments out, and like it really doesn't matter to them, even though they don't understand your point of view. This is my livelihood. This is my life. I have put a lot of years of my life into building this collection, into sewing some of these things myself and collecting them from various places so that, people can have this stuff year round. Like, where do you go other times of the year when it's not October if you need party supplies, if you need stuff for your theater plays, for your theme parties, for your Santa Claus parades, your holiday parties, all of that stuff? Where do you go if you don't support places like this? There's nowhere. And I see everyone online is so excited that it's October and it's the spooky season and yay, we can all get all of our fun decor and whatever. And I want to be excited about it too. Like, I really do. And I used to be back in the day before pop-up stores were a thing. I was so excited for October, and I would go to other stores and also purchase their spooky merchandise, and isn't that fun and whatever, because we were all supporting each other, right? And yes, it was a lot of work for me, but like, I did it happily because I wasn't worried about the fate of my business, right? But now it's made me hate October so much because it's so much stress for me that like I can't, like, what am I supposed to do? Honestly, like, when I'm not at work, I can't eat, I can't sleep, I have to go home and I have to clean my house and like keep myself physically busy and exhaust myself just so that I can go to sleep at night, because I can't think about these things. They're so stressful. And it's upsetting to me that people don't think about where they're spending their money. They really don't even think about it. They're like, we want to go to the Halloween store, and like they don't care that like, we're out here fighting every day to try to keep places like this open so that they can have this stuff the rest of the year. And they do come here, in July and in whatever, April, but if you don't support places like this, then you're not going to have that opportunity. You're not going to be able to do that. And I see online this every day is Halloween hashtag. Every day is Halloween for me, for like alternative people and like goth kids like myself. How is every day going to be Halloween if you don't support the places that are here every day to help you do this, right? It's your hashtag. You made it. You just have to think about it. Think about where you spend your money. And the other thing is that I see a lot of alternative kids and stuff, and they say, that's my dream. I want to grow up and I want to own a Halloween store. Or they're upset because they can't dress how they want to at work. They can't express themselves through clothing or like their identity. People are down on them because they dress in black, or because they're gay, or because they're, a nerd or whatever. But where can you be employed that appreciates you? Places like this, right? You need to support the businesses where you can be yourself, and then you'll have those spaces where you can go and you can be yourself all the time. Like, I gave up a lot of jobs to look like this. Believe me, I did. I gave up a lot of jobs, and it used to be a lot harder for people that looked like me to get a job. And the lady that used to own this store before me, she didn't care what I looked like. She said, if you show up to work, if you do a good job, that's all I care about. And she gave me the chance, right? And that's what other people need, It's important to me. And beyond that, like, when you support your local stores, you support them year round, it gives back to the community, and we all have to support each other. It's just like, money circling around, supporting all of us, helping all of us, grow our businesses and do what we do. And that's very important. And I go way out of my way to support things in the community that are very important to me. So like LGBTQ causes, theater causes, anti-bullying stuff, right? That stuff's all very important to me because I was there. We were all there at one time. We were all like the weird kid that got yelled at or like bullied in school. And, you got to give to your local stores that are going to go out in the community and help with stuff like that, help support those programs, and help give jobs to, you know, little weirdos like me that are gonna, you can grow up and you can do really awesome things with your life. And this is one of them. This is what I've done with my life. And it really hurts me that these stores come around and they try to take this away from me, right? And I appreciate all of my customers more than I can say. It means a lot to me when people come to my store and they buy things from me. They buy things from my store. I make something for them, right? I help them with their stage costume or their performance or whatever it is. And, you know, that's my life, and it means a lot to me. And I just want to ask everybody out there to please think before you buy from pop-up stores. Remember that where you spend your money counts. And, you know, when you support a small business, somebody like me really, really appreciates it, and it's important. And you're helping somebody to do what they love. You know, creativity makes the world go round, in all honesty. And even if you can't support a small business like mine, support a store that's there all year. Even if they don't have the Halloween merchandise all year round, they're there all year round. They have to pay their rent, they have to pay all their things, and they're there for you all the time with other merchandise, maybe not related to Halloween, but they don't just like pop up and disappear again. So, you know, this video is asking everybody out there this Halloween season, every Halloween season, wherever you are, please do not shop at pop-up stores. Support local stores wherever you are. Support local whenever you can. And, like, believe me, somebody is going to appreciate it. The person who owns that store is going to appreciate it. I'm going to appreciate it. And, you know, if this video got through to even a few people out there, like, I feel like I've done my job. I'm going to feel good about myself. If I can deter a few people from shopping at pop-up stores and supporting local, like, that's what this is about. This is the whole reason I started YouTube. And I've had a bunch of comments that, like, people don't want to hear what I have to say. They're like, shut up, we just want to look at your outfits. We don't want to hear what you have to say. But, like, this is important. So I hope that at least a few people listen. Shop small, support local whenever you can, and hopefully you'll listen. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I guess that's all I have to say.